Are you feeling overwhelmed? Are you feeling anxious? Are you feeling distressed? These are experiences that rarely can be seen. Quite often, when people are struggling, we can't see their pain. Mental health challenges are a secret no one knows. Back when I was 17, I was going through quite a period of transition in my life. I just finished school, just started uni, like a lot of people of that age. And I'd just taken on a few part-time jobs. But the most important thing for me was I wanted to get my driver's license. So I engaged a driving instructor, went to many lessons. And I waited until that driving instructor said I was absolutely ready for my test. I took that test and I failed. I went a bit too fast at various points during the test. I was devastated. I didn't know how to handle this situation. I went home, went into the kitchen, pulled out the cutlery drawer, grabbed a knife, and I cut myself. I cut my arm several times. Thankfully, I didn't go too deep, didn't hit an artery, but there was quite a bit of blood. I was able to patch myself up and it was all good, but I had self-harmed. Now, self-harm is quite common among adolescents and young adults. We just don't have the ability to control ourselves in that period of intense anxiety. Up until now, this was a secret that no one knows. And I still have the scars on my arm from that day. Scars show us that we got through something significant. Scars show us that the past was real. Now, about 3 months after that, I went for another driving test, and thankfully, I passed. What a relief. And I've had countless speeding fines since then, lost my license a couple of times, but now I'm a wonderful driver. But I want you to think about the scars that you've got on your body. Where are they? What are they from? What major event in your life? Significant surgery, perhaps? Or maybe a major accident? Are they from something to do with a secret that no one knows? Now, back when I was only 3 years old, a little tacker, I was jumping on the bed and I slipped off and smashed my head on the bedside table. There was blood everywhere, cracked my head open. I'm told it was quite traumatic for my parentals. Got in the car, raced off to Princess Margaret. And I can remember sitting in the back car seat, in the kids' car seat, with blood running down my face. It's actually the earliest memory that I have. Got patched up, got about 4 or 5 stitches, and away I went. Thankfully, it's not too prominent. The scar that I've got from that particular event hasn't ruined my good looks. But your scars, like my scars, show us that we got over something significant, maybe some heroic event. And in fact, the site of that trauma, where the scar is, the skin is stronger afterwards than it was before, although the skin isn't as unblemished. But scars are cool, make you look like a tough guy. Physical pain causes physical scars. Mental pain causes mental scars. And mental scars are often also related to a secret no one knows. Mental scars could be from a traumatic event in childhood, or a relationship gone wrong, or maybe just some words said that really did some damage. You might have heard of the semicolon tattoo. It's quite a common trend a few years ago, show of solidarity among mental health sufferers, and particularly those that had attempted suicide. Semicolon, in punctuation of course, is placed where you could put a full stop and end the sentence there, but instead you put a semicolon and link two related ideas together, and after the first part, the sentence continues. And it's the same principle with a semicolon tattoo. After an attempt on one's own life, the life could have stopped at that particular point, but it continues, hence the semicolon. And I think this is quite a powerful idea. Personally, to be clear, I don't have a semicolon tattoo. My skin is unblemished by the tattooist's needle, but I do think it's a powerful idea. And I do think we need to think carefully about the scars that we might cause others as well. Got to think about the words we say to others, the actions we take, but most importantly, how we make others feel, because we all have the ability to cause other people scars. We might not think what we're doing is that impactful, but it might be enough to cause some scars. So be careful how you treat others. Now, there was once this little boy called Timmy. Now, Timmy had a real problem controlling his temper. And one day his dad gave him a bag of nails and a hammer and said, "Timmy, whenever you lose your temper, I want you to go out to the front yard wooden picket fence and hammer in a nail every time you lose your temper." The first day, Timmy drove in 37 nails into that picket fence. But then as days went on, Timmy got better at controlling his temper and eventually got to the point where he had a whole day and he didn't drive in a nail into that picket fence. Timmy went back to his dad and said, "Dad, look at this." And Dad said, "All right, Timmy, well done. Now, every day that you're able to hold your temper, I want you to remove a nail from the picket fence." Perhaps this is the parenting secret that no one knows. Just give your kid a hammer and a bag of nails and away they go. But I don't know if we should give a kid who loses their temper a hammer. But anyway, as days went on, Timmy was removing nails one every day. Every day he was able to control his temper. And got to the stage where he'd removed all the nails from that fence. Went to his dad. His dad took him over to the fence, said, "Timmy, see all these holes in the fence? The fence will never be the same." And it's the same when you say something in anger. Lose your temper, get angry, maybe strike someone. They'll never be the same. So be very careful how you treat others. So what if the secret no one knows is that out of suffering have emerged the strongest of souls? The most massive characters are often seared with scars.